Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Double or Nothing review show and our Hell in a Cell review show or preview show. Sorry, I'll get that one fixed. Yeah, it's a double header. Strangely enough, joining me this evening, Chucks and Will. Beans, not here due to mobility issues.
Yeah, just like another old queen.
No, you can't. Wow, you can't say that.
No?
You can't say that. This is Pride Month. You cannot use Queen in that fashion. How dare?
That's true. I apologize for calling Elizabeth old. She is 96 years young.
Okay.
Jeez. Yeah, Bean said he'd love to be here, but he wouldn't.
Oh.
Wow. Is that what he said? I'd love to be there, but it's not going to happen.
Things to do.
There's stuff going on.
Yeah. He will eventually turn up one of these days.
Where?
Although I do well.
Wow. Happy Pride Month, by the way.
Yeah.
Please do not cancel me. I had no part in Chuck's borderline homophobic.
Queen's not an offensive term. Did you like that?
Yeah. I was saying it with pride. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Don't be a drag.
I didn't realise it was Pride Month. I feel like I should have added some rainbow effects to the logo.
We're 4 days in. Everyone has rainbows everywhere. Big business, rainbowed out.
Well, we're still in Platinum Jubilee mode over here, aren't we? So
that's true.
That's kind of taken over right now.
A lot of flags everywhere too.
Well, as I did see someone tweet, and I'm feel slightly repulsed for even saying this. Platty Jubes.
I beg your pardon?
Please never say that again.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. I can't even say it again.
Actually, never heard that one before. Hopefully never.
No. Well,
no. Who says that?
Apparently all the cool kids, when they can't play Fortnite, I've been saying them Platty Jubes. Yeah, have a look, Google it. It's a thing.
I don't want to. I don't want Google to think that that's, my
something you're interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this thing, this modern day thing of making everything
has to be short.
Yeah. So hashtag Platty.
No.
I'm sorry, I've said it 3 times. I feel slightly sick.
So did you watch any of the celebration? Was it totes emosh?
Oh God! Don't ever say that again. I've seen most of it actually because I've been working. So I've had my TV on while it's been ongoing. So.
Has the Queen shown up to anything? I saw her on the balcony for about 5 minutes, and then she just went back in.
Had a wave, and then back inside.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what you can do when you're the Queen, can't you? You just turn up when you want.
But you would think so, but she has always turned up to stuff until now. 70 years it's taken her to go, you know what? Now.
I'm sorry.
Done this.
You know what? I'm the Queen, stuff it.
Yeah. Seen all this. So you're going to drag Elton John out again,
Did what? He didn't even drag him out, did he? He was in there.
Just did a pre-recorded thing from Windsor Palace, where she probably was as well. She was probably watching it live.
She's probably sat next door on a whiskey. Yeah. Not giving a shit. Just tell Elton John to shut up again.
Yeah, if the Queen doesn't give a shit, then why should we?
Because we've got an extra 2 days off.
Well, there's that.
Well, there you go.
That's good enough.
The guy in the news pretty much said that on Thursday. He said, obviously they weren't sure whether there was going to be a great interest in the whole celebration. So he said, if anything, we get an extra 4 days off work.
Yeah.
It's like, fair
That'll do. We'll take that.
Did you say Platty Jews or Jubes?
Jubes.
Jubes. Okay.
Plastic Jews are totally different thing.
Just wanted to
That would
be
be completely unacceptable, and you did say that one.
that one I did say. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I heard what I heard.
Well, yeah. It's just taking a turn, isn't it?
No problem.
What else can we do? What haven't we hit yet? Is there any misogyny? Like what
Misogyny?
what have women done this week?
Nothing as usual.
Hey, there you go.
Oh my god. Should we get into the prediction game already, please?
3-day work week, which makes us no, you know what? That's just
We come with that.
let's just let's not do the
Oh my god.
women jokes and how they earn less and the reasons why that might be.
Oh my god, will you stop?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying they do less work.
How are you married?
Painfully.
Oh.
How can we have a go at women when we're literally in the middle of a platinum jubilee about a women queen?
Yeah.
Think about that.
70 years.
70 years.
Been up there.
Must be knackered.
Yeah. There's jokes to be made there, but
There is. It's
I'll
not.
leave
It's
it to-
not over. There's an extra day, isn't it? What's happening tomorrow? The pageant.
the pageant.
Yeah, there's
What
a big
happens to the
pageant. It's like a big procession going through the mall of that road.
Again?
A bigger one with all kinds of like floats and stuff, and
Oh,
it's on all
that's
day.
close.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of jubed out at the moment.
Don't call it that.
I've seen
Don't.
I've seen them trooping the colour. I've seen some horses and some
Yeah.
Irish guard and dudes with the giant bearskin hats. And I saw so many bearskin hats that I started to think this is the kind of thing. This is the footage that they would show like in Russia to laugh at us. These guys look ridiculous.
Mm.
And you don't really think about it when, I mean, I guess you do a little bit, but you don't always realize quite how stupid they look until you see 1,000 of them all marching together with giant heads. You're like, this is wacky.
No, I mean, yeah, you don't look at it from the outside, do you? No. And again, you all love it all, don't you? Over there in America land, you love the Queen and all that, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know if I would say love.
You don't love the Queen?
You don't love the Queen?
What's she ever done to you? You misogynist.
I didn't say I hated her. Just people don't really give a shit about her over here.
So, you know, that's actually interesting because we're told that, like, you know, the Queen, you all love the Queen over there, and you.
Yeah.
That's why you come over here to be a part of the whole thing.
Yeah. Debatable.
Yeah. No, it's fair enough. Just that's the impression we're given.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like soccer. It's like it exists, but we really don't care. Some people.
Is that
do.
the opinion of all Americans?
I would say a good portion of them.
No, you have to speak for everyone here. You are the representative of your people, the entirety of your people.
Oh my god!
Much like the Queen is for us.
Yeah.
I'm not a monarch.
No, you never will be with that attitude. You need to
Fair point.
Chop some heads.
Okay. All right, well, I don't know about that.
Do it the old school way.
Defeatist attitude there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not King of the Ring this week. That would have been a really nice transition.
Yeah, that would have been a hell of a segue.
Yeah.
No, but
instead, if you were to execute the
nothing.
Queen and try and take her throne by force, you would end up in the cells.
Oh, we're doing that one first?
Of the Tower of London.
Okay.
Oh, God, no, we've got to do it the other way. What was the other one? Double or nothing.
Yeah.
Double or nothing.
Well, I can't do... How am I supposed to make a segue out of Regicide from Double or Nothing.
Hey, you're the Segway king.
Just
Apparently
amazed
I'm
you
not.
just used
Oh,
the word
King, there you go.
regicide.
What?
I'm just amazed you just used the word regicide.
Yeah, same actually.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I've been plotting it for weeks, but no, that's not what I meant. No, 'cause she's going to turn 100 in 4 years, and then we probably get another long weekend. Probably. So I really hope that nothing bad happens to her.
No, that's true.
Because, she is our
Sorry.
main source of bank holidays.
At the moment, yeah.
And banknotes.
There was talk, I did see in the news that there was someone petitioned Parliament or something to give us an extra bank holiday. The year we got, the day we got this year, to give us that all the time. And they were just like, no, go away. No.
Not going to happen.
Not happening. Get back to work, scum.
Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn said he was going to give us 2. If he got elected, he would give us 2 more. All right, that's good enough for me. You got my vote.
We get the least bank national holidays, probably the word now. We get the least national holidays in any country in Europe, I think it is.
Huh.
Ridiculous. I always think there should be one after August, because after August there's a long gap until Christmas. That last one in August, there should be one maybe like October, maybe something. I don't know.
It's true, although I don't know how you do it, but I kind of I leave all of my annual leave days until the second half of the year. I kind of think, I'll just not use it for a while, and then I'll have like the whole of November off or something, and then I end up with too many days to take at the end of the year. So I kind of don't really need a bank holiday at the end. I need another one in like February.
Think so, February? I think that's too close to Christmas, really.
Like, I mean, if they wanted to make my birthday a bank holiday every year, that would be great. I'll take that.
I know someone who works. One of my mates works in a place, I won't say where it is, but as part of his actual work contract, he's guaranteed to get his birthday off every year.
Is he Jesus?
He's not, no.
No? Well, then I might have ideas.
I like to think he is, but no, he's not.
He likes to think he's Jesus. Okay, that narrows it down. Is he... Who thinks he's Jesus? Is he Michael Jackson? Probably not. It's unlikely. All right, let's do the thing.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Double or Nothing?
Yes.
I see most of it. I didn't see the bits of it because I was watching it in a rush. Fast forwarding bits. But yeah, is the answer.
Cool. So you can throw in some thoughts and opinions and reflections.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. Cool takes.
Yeah.
Any takes you got, I'll take them all.
Takes.
Warm takes. Yeah. I want all of your takes. Did you happen to see the buy-in, or were you watching some Game 7 or whatever the big sports game was?
It's stupid that a pay-per-view has to compete with like actual TV sports and things like that. Because I think even Tony Khan mentioned that in the post pay-per-view presser, the media scrum, which if you hadn't seen, it was something. Because like the first question in, he asks CM Punk about what's your opinion on Bischoff thinking that you're a financial flop, and Tony Khan immediately cuts him off, and he's like, okay, first off, that's bullshit. And he just goes on. He goes on his tirade. I don't know if we can. I don't think I can show you guys during the show here, but I'll have to remind me to show you after.
Can you?
Because I think
can you just do your own impersonation? Put on like the Tony Khan voice and read out what he said.
I don't think I can do a solid Tony Khan impression.
I don't think I've heard him speak enough to know what he actually sounds like.
Yeah.
I know he just shouts a lot on the occasional promo he has.
Even when he has a microphone, he shouts out all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
It's like James storm.
Sounds like an effing mark, I've heard. Rumour has it.
That's a hot take. So pre-show, the buy-in had Hookhausen taking on Tony Nese and another effing Mark Sterling. I didn't see it though. I missed this, and all I know is that Hookhausen won, unsurprisingly. But if you guys have any more information than that,
Sterling came out looking like a condom. I'll try to get a photo of it.
In what sense?
He had like a lot of
He had a lot
spandex.
of protection.
Yeah.
No.
And then, Hook pretty much did most of the work, and then he tagged in Danhausen, and he got the win. Or they got the win, I should say.
I don't really get that Danhausen character. I don't understand what it's supposed
I don't
to
get
be.
it either,
No,
if I'm honest.
They haven't explained it.
Yeah. At least they kind of sort of explained Orange Cassidy's like, oh, he's just lazy.
Yeah.
He's a lazy millennial. I get it.
He's like a slacker millennial, but he's actually very talented when he wants to be. When
Right.
Yeah.
the need arises, he can go.
That's what I mean, but this Danhausen thing, I understand he's come from somewhere else where people know who he is, so.
Yeah.
But they're just expecting you to know that. And a lot of people don't, like myself. So.
Yep. It's true. That is also my complaint. And I think you're going to get a lot more of that. You're going to be expected to know who everyone in New Japan is.
So I think I actually tweeted you, didn't I? Because
You
I
did,
literally haven't got a clue who anybody is. And I get that. That's on me. That's up to me to find out who they are. But
There you go.
I think they could possibly do a little bit better to explain things. I don't really know how they do that. Oh, yeah.
That is some ring attire he's wearing there. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. If he is in fact dressed like a condom, it's not going to be a very effective one. There's a big hole in the head.
Right.
Head sticking out.
Right.
Just the tip there.
Thank you.
Gold and silver spandex. It's a look. So Hookhausen win. We'll get a point. That's great. Hopefully we find out soon what Danhausen is supposed to be.
He's just a guy that points at people.
Well, I know that's what he actually is, but is that what he's supposed to be? Is this like...
He's very nice,
like
very evil.
Right, what does that mean?
I mean, do you know him from outside of AW? I don't.
I've only heard of him very recently.
Right, okay.
I knew that he was kind of popular with the AEW kind of smart fan.
Mm.
That like his gimmick was getting over on the indies, on the on the interwebs.
Tony Khan's amongst us.
Well, he did something with Brian Alvarez's show. I don't know, it was at Christmas or something. That was about the first time I'd heard of him.
Oh, okay.
Just before that, heard his name once or twice, and then he came on and did a little thing, and he was in character doing the voice and stuff. I still don't really get it.
No.
Is he a guy dressed up, or is he supposed to be an actual like demon or something? Because I don't know if we ever actually established whether Chris Statlander was an actual alien, or if she just thought she was an alien.
Good point.
And now she's not either anymore. There's a new side to Chris Statlander. I don't know if you've heard that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is a
Not
whole
alien
new
anymore?
Chris Statlander.
No, she's not an alien anymore.
Apparently not.
Oh,
She had a makeover where she changed the paint on one side of her face to a different kind of paint on the side of her face. And now she's really serious. And every time she shows up, someone on the announce booth has to say, "This is a whole new Chris Statlander we're looking at here."
right,
Make
okay.
sure you know.
She calls that the rear view.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
Not anymore, yeah.
We saw the back of her. So the main show opens up. Oh, this right. So this is the big story of the week, really. After our show, I don't know if it was a big thing before our show, but I didn't hear anything about it until the day after, the day building up to the pay-per-view. This whole MJF thing turned out to be a much bigger deal than we thought it was.
Yeah.
We heard that he didn't show up to the signing or photograph, whatever it was. Turns out he was in... There was more going on than we thought. He was going gambling and stuff in the casino. And then we hear there's a flight booked out of Las Vegas for him before the show. Then we hear that he wasn't actually on the flight. And there was this whole kind of question about whether or not he was going to show up. Which he did. And then he got a he showed up chant. He did the honors. He got powerbombed, a couple of times. Wardlow looked great. This was everything it should have been for him. But it kind of gets overshadowed because this whole MJF situation.
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
I think it's fine. Even if Wardlow didn't have the match, I think he would have been fine as well. The MJF stuff definitely... You're absolutely right that there was more to it than I think that we covered. Somebody at the press conference even tried to question Tony Khan, and he just said, I'm not going to comment on that about the whole MJF thing, which kind of stirs the pot even more. This is kind of like a work into... supposedly it's like a work that's also mixed with a shoot, I guess. I hate saying that, but...
Someone should name a company after that. Great name.
Yeah, some kind of media conglomeration.
Yeah.
Media network.
But yeah, it's... I'm hoping if MJF is trying to get more money out of it, hopefully they can do it amicably, and he's not just like, well, I'm not going to show up if you're not going to pay me more.
Yeah, so it looks like he did the big promo on Dynamite where he said a bunch of things he wasn't happy with. He was, a big ratings draw, which he is, and he was making less than a lot of the new guys, which is true.
Then pay him more.
But that's exactly, that's my thought. He then said, fire me, censored, and it was great. Obviously, his delivery is always good. What he said was interesting. There's obviously some truth to it. It came off like a work shoot, which is good. I'm happy with that. I don't care that it's...
Yeah, I called Tony Khan a fucking mark on live TV.
Yeah, he did. But the censor was right on it, though. They used those 7 seconds.
Wasn't censored on Fight.
It wasn't censored on Fight. And then apparently he slapped some guy's phone out of his hand as well on his way out.
Yeah,
that video was doing the rounds. So it looks like they've worked something out, at least to the point where they can do a storyline out of it. So that's great. And hopefully what you said is true, and they've been able to work out whatever the problem was and come to some agreement, and he's going to get more money or whatever it is.
He's no longer listed on the roster page, and his merch has been pulled.
Yeah, exactly. That feels like the work to me.
Think so?
If you're gonna sell this story as real, then that's the kind of thing you have to do. You have to have Tony Khan, after the pay-per-view, say, I'm not going to talk about it.
I mean... The promo was great. It felt like he was like a second coming of CM Punk, who,
kinda, yeah,
during the commercial break was the one that came out and chased him off.
Yeah. That's a little bit Ric Flair to me as well, actually.
Yeah,
when
it was
like Ric Flair in there.
When it was angry and shaking around. Yeah, definitely shades of Flair. I didn't like it being the second segment of the show. I think if it would have been a little bit more geared towards the end, it might have had a little bit more of the effectiveness. Like, oh shit, he's really mad.
I'll see that.
The other thing is, like, some of the stuff, the one thing he said about, Tony Khan hoarding the money for ex-WWE talent. Wardlow versus JD Drake was the only non-WWE ex-WWE segment booked. So, I mean, to a degree, he might have a point.
There's something to it. Yeah.
So he's not completely wrong.
I just think if this was actually completely legit, he wouldn't have the live mic there.
Right.
They wouldn't give him a second. Why would he be on the show at all?
I also didn't like how the announcers didn't bother to acknowledge it, and they just kind of pretended like, "Oh, okay, we'll just move on."
Well, they're selling that it's a real thing.
That's why you should have it at the end of the show.
No, if you have it at the end of the show, then they don't do that thing. Them not talking about it is an important part of the storyline. It's like having
like how
it's like having
Tony Khan.
This one.
I'd say it's like Schmidt said it, where Tony Khan says he's not going to comment on it. It's that kind of thing.
Right.
Isn't it? They're keeping that up.
Right. When something happens that isn't supposed to happen, you don't talk. Like a fan run-in, you don't show it and you don't talk about it. So if you're going to sell this as real, you can't do it. I mean, that's an important part of the thing. You have to do it early enough to show that you're not going to talk about it. It's subtle, but I think that they did exactly the right thing.
Yeah, I think it was very well done. Yeah.
But it does come back to how do you let someone like MJF get that annoyed about his contract situation? If he wanted more money, he should have more money. I don't get how that ever got to this point.
That I do agree with, yeah.
Because he always said that he didn't want to tie himself down. He wanted this whole bidding war thing. Apparently, the story is he didn't want to negotiate, and yet he wasn't happy with the contract he had. So I don't really know how he expected this to get resolved. But one way or another, surely someone goes to the other. Should we talk about either I think I deserve more or I think you deserve more. Let's work something out. And somehow that didn't happen. I don't get it.
Yeah, I like what you're saying.
I don't think he's going anywhere anyway.
Thanks, Twitter. Oh, Cowgirls. Okay, that's apparently clicked that. I clicked IHOP, and then it somehow led here.
You've got Cowgirls.
Sorry.
So Wardlow wins. That's more points for everyone.
Yes.
And then, what did Wardlow do? Oh, it was JD Drake. So just another win.
Yeah. And then Mark Sterling came out and was like, I'm representing the security guards that you've beaten up.
Oh yeah. Which
I got a chuckle out of Wardlow just saying, this guy doesn't watch the product. When the one security dude stepped into the ring to serve him the papers.
And he beat him up too.
Yeah.
So now Wardlow is the number one, not the actual number one contender. He's number one on the rankings.
Yes.
With what we'll get to, a vacant world champion, and he's going to be tied up in litigation over the security, or is it the Security Guards of America or whatever it was?
It's not Atlas
push
Security.
the guy. They did so well. They did so well up to this point, and now it's like Daniel Bryan winning the world title and then wrestling Kane. So close. Really. Next up, the Hardys and the Young Bucks. Did you guys see the Young Bucks on Rampage doing the Hardys gimmicks?
No.
Oh man.
No, I didn't see it.
That's something to go out of your way to see.
Last night, Rampage.
No, the Friday before
last
the
week.
pay-per-view. So they came out with the Hardys music dressed as the Hardys with Gangrel. Gangrel did a great blood spray, and then Brandon Cutler comes out dressed like Lita.
Oh no.
So there you go. There's a short version of it there, but they did a great job there parodying the Hardys. Definitely worth a watch. They had actually you're not showing this.
No. I haven't muted.
Shame.
I don't want to get claimed, and you know. Yeah, that's a little creepy. Not gonna lie, that's a bit creepy.
Oh, there you go. That's really creepy.
Gangrel, he's just fanging and banging.
Who has not aged?
No, not really. No, not at all.
I mean, I guess he's a vampire. Wouldn't age, right?
Well, all that blood wonders for your skin.
Yeah. Then you got Brandon on the side there.
God. The Matt fact, that's pretty good.
Oh, the Matt fact, yeah. There's some great Matt facts on the side. But it's not called they're not allowed to say Matt fact, so it actually says a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Jackson believes the cure. Oh, so if you just missed there, it's very easy to miss. When Matt Jackson tries to do the Matt Hardy thing on the rope, he falls over the top, which Matt did that time when he was tagging with. There's a clip of Matt actually doing that once, so he's done that. That's great. Then he's pulling back in there.
Look at him with the thong.
Yeah.
All out. John Cruz and Taylor Rush.
You know who John Cruz is, don't you?
No.
Serpentico.
What?
Apparently John Cruz is Serpentico. Or so I'm told. So
I don't know about that.
No?
Serpentico. Oh.
Yeah, check it out.
Sorry.
Serpentico without the mask. It's John
Oh
Cruz.
my god, you're right.
Yeah, there he is. Who would have thought? And he's 38? That can't be true. Well, there you go.
Does that guy have any tats? Hold on. No, there's no chest tats or anything like that on that one, dude. That's David Arquette. Never mind.
That's David Arquette.
I'm sorry.
Serpentico is David Arquette.
Sorry, this is we've delved a rabbit hole.
We're down the rabbit hole now.
John, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Serpentico, aka John Cruz.
Hired as a Spanish announcer. Interesting.
Yeah. There you go.
You're right.
Anyway.
Moving on.
So the Young Bucks versus the Hardys, I thought was good. They went about 20 minutes. The Hardys looked old and slow. But the Bucks are great, and they did what they needed to do. The Hardys, they got their stuff in. Apparently, Jeff got knocked out early on. He can't remember anything that happened after that. Got through it. They did what they needed to do. The Young Bucks wrestled around them and made it great, as they always do. I thought it was good fun.
Hardys, I believe, won the match, and Will only won with a point.
Yeah.
For me.
That was a good prediction out of the field.
For that, I think I'll do this.
Hey!
What have you got there?
It's just standard Coke today.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
Original taste.
I don't blame you.
And because it's the Jubilee, I've put it in a glass as well.
Nice. That's classy.
Totally.
I'm sure there's more we should be saying about this match, but this is a long show, so let's not bother.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill beat Anna Jay. This took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it went as expected. Jade did win. She's now 32-0, I think. There was a run-in by Johnny Hungy.
Johnny Hungy, Smart Mark Sterling,
Mm-hmm.
Stokely Hathaway.
Stokely Hathaway, who apparently has been missing for 6 years, which is quite funny. Well, I think it was Excalibur said, I haven't seen Stokely Hathaway for 6 years. JR said, I've never seen Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah.
Probably not great that he doesn't know who this guy is,
yeah.
but I do believe that he doesn't know who this guy is.
Yeah. JR with a little bit on the nose commentary there.
Yeah. That's good fun. Jade wins. We all get a point for that one too. There's not much to separate us in the show. 6-man tag, the Death Triangle versus House of Black. This was good. There was a lot of action here. And I've got very little to say about it. The House of Black win. And I think... Oh, so that makes up for Will's Hardy's pick. The rest of us get a point. Will went for the Death Triangle. We're back to level.
I put this back on the can.
Julia Hart, the new member of the House of Black. Spitting in the face of Pac, the bastard.
Yep. I don't know if that's going to blind him again.
Oh, God.
It should. It's Black Mist.
Gotta sell it.
Gotta sell it. Or it'll mean nothing. Men's Owen Hart Foundation final. Did we all? Yeah, we all went for Adam Cole.
Baby.
Adam Cole beat Samoa Joe. Good match, but that's the way it was always going to go.
I wasn't a fan of the finish of him just using like knee attacks to take out Joe.
No.
And then Britt Baker.
And okay, we'll move straight on. Yeah, Britt Baker 1-2. We all predicted they were going to end up as the power couple.
Yeah.
They did.
So in the long run, I was right on the tournament predictions. It's just the brackets were not there.
Yeah. You got the destination, just not the journey.
How'd you feel about Rich Ward playing Britt Baker out like a goof? Only to be upstaged by the group Rancid.
Yeah. I don't know, how am I supposed to feel about it? Is Rich Ward, like, I feel like I should know Rich Ward for something other than Fozzy.
I think he's only known for Fozzy.
They said Rich Ward, and I was like, oh, so Jericho just got him in then. So, there must be something, what else did he do? Stuck Mojo, okay, there you go. Touring with Stuck Mojo.
6-speed. My Kung Fu is good as a solo album.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, could have seen some of that.
Was previously married to professional wrestler Daphne.
Oh, well.
Huh. That might be what you're thinking of.
Good for him. Yeah. So there's Jericho's mate. He's doing the guitar spot. Should have had Rick Boogs do it. Nah, they can't do that. Not available. Yeah, all good. And then we had a really long belt presentation from Martha Hart.
Tony Khan in the presser said that he extended the pay-per-view time by like a half hour, just for Martha Hart to to have as much time as she wanted. He was like, he could have she could have had she could have gone on for 30 minutes, but she had all the time in the world, and I wouldn't have stopped her.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, yeah. How can you stop her? It would, I don't think anyone could actually do it, even if it was your job and you had to. No, you know what? Let's just let it go. It's fine. Let's let her have this. She did a good job anyway. It went on a while, but hey, that's what it had to be. They gave the belts out. I don't know what those belts are going to mean. Britt's carrying hers around. So.
Yeah, it's apparently the design's a throwback to the old Stampede wrestling belts, which I didn't know.
Okay, makes sense.
Did they say during commentary that they wouldn't be defended or anything? They just sort of...
No, they're just...
they're just decorative. Yeah.
Decorative, that's the better
one. So we got that thing done. 6-person mixed tag match. So this had to go one way. The American Top Team won, which means Kazarian and Sammy Guevara cannot challenge Scorpio Sky for the TNT title anymore. Something tells me he's probably not going to be the champion for long anyway. Have a feeling he's no.
Sorry.
Nothing, anyone?
No, I think he might be a champ for a while. It's just Guevara and Ty Conti got married in France.
Did they?
Yeah, in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Well, I've seen that on Twitter, yeah.
Huh.
Which, good for them.
Seems quick.
Yeah.
Has there not been a thing for very long? I don't know.
Well, Sammy Guevara asked some other chick to marry him on TV not that long ago.
Yeah. I was going to try to avoid that, but yeah.
Hey, I mean, things happen. I'm not judging, but...
I feel like I missed something.
It was very
Tell
quick.
me afterwards.
No, there's nothing more to it than that. He had a girlfriend. He proposed to her in the ring. She said yes, and then the next thing you know, they've split up, and he's with Ty Conti, and now apparently they're married months later. So it's just all moved very quickly.
Wonderful.
And, hey, all the best for them. They're an attractive young couple, but I always feel you might want to hold off on the marriage thing for a while. That's my advice, but hey, maybe it works for him. Good luck. Wish him nothing but the best. And a heel turn. But ATT win, we all get points, that's great. And then Beans, this guy, wherever he is, predicts Kyle O'Reilly to beat Darby Allin. Why would he do such a thing? That's a stupid thing to do. Apparently not. Kyle O'Reilly, the guy from the tag team, beats Darby Allin, one of the pillars, in less than 10 minutes. Why? Why did this happen?
Yeah, why was this match a thing?
Why was this match a thing, and why did it end this way?
Well, I can tell you why this match was a thing. Because of Game 7.
Oh, really? They were just
I think so, a little bit, yeah.
So everything up to this point was the nothing happening stuff?
I think so, because then you had the main titles, and then the Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Well, Kyle O'Reilly won anyway, and Beans gets a point while we don't.
Yeah, and Beans did predict before the show started, so I just want to make that clear.
That's true, he did. But if he doesn't show up next week, I might just kick him out of the game. Don't know how lenient we can be. Thunder Rosa retained against Serena. I remember nothing of this match. I may have been guilty of a skip or two during this one because
it's because Thunder Rosa was a safe bet. I like her
Thunder
outfit.
Rosa's a safe bet.
I liked her outfit honoring the Uvalde victims and all that.
Sure.
As for the match itself, yeah, I mean, nothing memorable. I think the crowd was pretty much exhausted at this point a little bit because the show had been running quite long.
This was the 10th match, and we still had some big ones to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thunder Rosa wins. We all get a point for that one too. Thunder Rosa was doing so well with the Britt Baker stuff. That crazy match they had, she won. She had some momentum going. I just feel like it's not there now.
I don't
Similar
think
with Serena, like she's good. Everyone likes Serena. She was doing great with her 5-minute challenge and stuff. But both of them are lacking something. There's no star power here.
I don't think it's star power. I think it's TV time.
I mean, that definitely, that would help.
Yeah. I think the fact that the women only get one segment per week is kind of shitty.
They've both had some promo time. They definitely both had at least one solid promo segment each.
Yeah.
But that wasn't enough to sell me on it. So, slapping Dustin Rhodes. Yeah.
Anybody can do that.
Anyone can do that. But fingers crossed for the next one. Hopefully they've got something else lined up for her. Anarchy in the arena, and it was. This was just a massive brawl. 10 men, just everything they could think of. They were all over the place. Cameras cutting back and forth between various fights all over the arena.
Out of all the fucking times they do a random split screen on Dynamite, they don't even apply it to this match so that everybody can keep track what's happening.
They cut away from big moves all the time.
Not only that, the music was playing. Mox's entrance music was playing during the entire time. And you mean to tell me that somebody was just casually forgetting to turn that off?
Until they got over to the sound booth and destroyed it, and then it stopped.
Where they had a backup sound box just in case.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to, don't you? You never know.
He does say, Jericho said on the conference afterwards, he said it was just someone's idea. I thought it might be cool to keep the music going.
It doesn't make sense.
Then, it was his idea.
Well, he mentioned New Jack actually, because that's what he used to do.
Yeah. And
then he said, we came up with the idea that someone would get thrown into the sound area, or we'd do something to stop the music. And that's what we come up with.
Sure. So that's a thing.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of different.
The match itself was pretty decent. I like the brawling everywhere. It's just some of the aspects could have been a little bit better.
The whole thing was, well, literally anarchy, wasn't it? It was chaos.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, they nailed that down to a T.
I had to laugh at Justin Roberts at the start. The shit's gonna hit the fan.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
She just didn't expect it. Just the way he said it. Just come out
and it did, though.
It did.
The fan was hit.
Literally. Oh no.
There was some big spots with ladders. They took the top rope off, and there was some choking going on. And blood everywhere.
Eddie Kingston was trying to set people on fire.
Yeah. Bryan Danielson stopped him, and then they got into a little fight.
Yeah.
I've seen people use bits of things as weapons. I've never seen the actual ring used as a weapon. That was pretty clever.
So in the end, they got choked out here.
Brian.
It was Bryan Danielson, yeah. Which is strange.
Was
that right there?
Was that a bit of a callback to the whole Justin Roberts incident?
Maybe.
Oh, being choked out with his tie.
Yeah. As soon as I thought that, I thought, hang on, what's going on here? But
I didn't see that, but maybe you're right. He passed out rather than tapping out, so I don't know what that means, but he at least has that. So the Jericho Appreciation Society wins. I didn't think they would. Smoot did. So
Sure did.
credit to him for that. Good stuff, and it looks like they're going to carry on. Eddie Kingston wants blood and guts. Jericho didn't, but then got goaded in. Said, "Sure, let's do it," because a little bit of his hair got cut off.
Yeah, that was really dumb. Which is leading to
a hair match.
The hair versus hair match in 10 days on Dynamite's Road Rager special.
Cool. Who do you think's losing his hair? Because Jericho's hair is not looking great anymore.
Jericho.
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
It could be time.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. See him without.
I'll let you know after this week's Dynamite. I'll lock in Jericho or Ortiz.
So that is happening, and we're building up whoever it is that's gonna take on the Appreciation Society. We know it's Eddie Kingston, and he's got Dean goddamn Ambrose.
That's right.
Presumably it's going to be the same guys again, but well, we yet to see. Will Bryan Danielson agree to join them after everything?
You think so? You think it would be all the what they call the Blackpool Combat Club? You think it would be all of them?
Kind of makes sense. I guess we'll see.
Did you notice the little? Remember back in NXT back in the day when they first revealed the War Games match?
War Games.
Regal shouting War Games become a little bit of a meme, didn't it? He did similar on Dynamite when he shouted blood and guts.
Just shouted blood and guts. Yeah.
Blood and guts. Should have just said Blood Games, and I would have been happy.
Blood Games.
Blood Games. We had the World Tag Titles up for grabs in a three-way. They didn't go anywhere. Jurassic Express retain. That's a point for me and a point for Beans.
Yeah.
Felt like a waste of time. This match and everything building up to it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I like just about everyone involved, but very little interest in this one.
And Jurassic Express, I think, didn't get enough offense in for them to retain, but what do I know?
Yeah. Which then leads us to the main event. This was a difficult one to pick, even though we all picked it right. CM Punk, your new AEW champion. I guess it has been 6 months now for Adam Page, but kind of like the Thunder Rosa thing. It's like a good build-up. Now you're champion. I don't know that the reign has lived up to the hope. Kind of wanted him to be the guy, and I don't feel like he's the guy.
No, I feel that.
And then how does he recover now? So, I guess you guys have seen the big news coming out of this one.
Yes.
CM Punk is out for a while. He didn't say exactly what was wrong, but he has an injury that he will be able to recover from. But it's going to take a while, so he's going to forfeit. Vacant is going to be on new
not
AEW
relinquish, but he's going to be on the shelf with an injury. They have to have surgery for, and an interim champion is going to be crowned.
Oh, so he's not forfeiting?
Right.
No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they've announced. It's a little bit complicated what they've actually announced, really, but basically there's going to be a battle royal on Dynamite, which the winner will go on to the main event of the same night, which will then, if I've got it, I think they're going to face John Moxley in the main event of that match that night. And the winner of that match will face the winner of a match that's going to happen in New Japan on June the 12th.
Right.
Which is, forgive me on the pronunciations here, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Haruki Goto.
Good enough. That's pretty close.
So the winner of that match will face the winner of the AEW match at Forbidden Door for the interim AEW World Title.
So it was gonna be Tanahashi.
Yeah, he was the guy
Punk,
they
right?
introduced, didn't he?
Yeah. So it makes sense that it would be him and presumably Jon Moxley. That could be really good.
I don't know much anything about the Japan guys, but
Tanahashi is he's kind of like their John Cena. He's the very babyface, like the heroic, clean kind of, that guy. He's the big hero, the top guy hero. But he's actually kind of cool, and he's not a massive turn off to anyone over like 7 years old. He's actually good. He's a great wrestler. Very kind of genuine in it. His promo is, he's the babyface champion you want in this kind of era, or over the last 10, 15 years. And he's held the company together. He's carried the company during some rough times, and now he's aging out of it. He's passed the torch over to Okada, but he's there as the kind of living legend, kind of in the Jericho role now, I guess. He's still a top guy, but not the top guy, but can still go. And I think with someone like John Goddamn Moxley, could pull something off.
I know we're jumping ahead here to the next Forbidden Door, but that whole thing, I mean, you to me, I don't know what you guys think, but I would think Jon Moxley's winning this.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems everything else just seems a bit of a waste of time. I mean, why not just announce Tanahashi? Just announce him, and he was already in the main event with Punk anyway.
Yeah.
Just announce him and Moxley for the interim title.
How much time have they got to fill? When is that show going to be?
June 26th. The end of the month.
Oh, so not long.
No, the New Japan event's next week, June the 12th. But yeah, I mean, which you could argue, obviously, they're going to get more TV content out of it. You got the Battle Royal and the main event on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes Dynamite a little bit more important, I suppose.
Yeah, just filling time, I guess, building up. I don't know how are they going to have Tanahashi on Dynamite every week? I'm guessing not.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's why you'd obviously assume someone who's already at AEW is going to win it. Because are they going to have?
Well, there's that. I'm thinking more about the build-up. Like, if you announce it, you kind of need them both to be around to hype it up. Whereas this way, you can have him doing the stuff over Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Let's see. That's the only match announced for Forbidden Door. They better get on that.
A few weeks away.
26th, wasn't it?
Yeah. That'll be our next pay-per-view prediction for AEW.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
So at the end of that one.
Yeah.
13 matches on that show. Will in fourth place with 9. That's not bad at all. Me and Smoot on 10. Beans with that crazy. What was it that he got that no one else did? Kyle O'Reilly. Thanks to Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Beans steals
Unbelievable.
it with an 11 out of 13. That's
we got to grill him over that. He's like, how did you know?
Inside information.
He'd be like, he's Irish.
Always bet on the Irishman.
All right, should we get into? You want to talk about Dynamite real quick, since you guys
kind
did
of
watch
covered
it.
most of the big stuff, didn't we? What else was on Dynamite?
That we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Miro returned from the.
Mira's back.
The alone.
He looked great.
the alone dimension.
Yeah.
Has he been injured? I've not been keeping up. Has he been away from it?
I think it was an injury, and then he
wow.
went to film a pilot for CBS, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And he has now vowed to. I mean, maybe I understood this wrong, but it sounds like he is going to kill God and take over heaven.
Yeah, maybe. I'll be okay with that.
That was pretty much what he was claiming. He was. Which, okay, cool. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So,
let's see it.
big job on.
Yeah. It's good to have him back anyway. Always good to see a bit of Miro. And Johnny Superstar as well. I wasn't expecting to see him again so soon.
Yeah, that was. I wasn't expecting him to have like an open challenge, and then all of a sudden here's Miro, and here you have two ex-WWE guys going at it. That, as far as I'm concerned, never actually squared off in WWE. Strangely.
They never did.
So there you go.
Yeah. Anything else happen on that one? I think kind of done with it.
They had like a 2-minute overrun.
Nothing to do with the show, but I kind of like the funky stage setup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they didn't have the Tonytrons in place. Instead, they used them for the backing of the tunnels, and they had the entrance ramp with the video section.
Yeah,
which is pretty nice.
I never really understood why WWE stopped doing that. I liked it when they did that.
Because it's not WrestleMania's time.
They used to do it.
WrestleMania.
Well, yeah. Before the pandemic, it was the other every week, didn't he? With the new sets. The new sets they used for about 3 weeks before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why they stopped doing that. But it looked cool on the on AEW.
And the big news from Dynamite, obviously, is that Swerve Strickland has a new jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Missed that.
It's jacket time. I don't know how you missed that. That was.
Oh yeah, Jericho selling the hair cutting more than a sock full of baseballs to the head. That kind of bothered me a little bit.
Cut a man's hair.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are probably pretty much the highlights of Dynamite.
Yep.
This week.
That sums it up. So let's go straight into Hell in a box-like structure, and this one only 7 matches. Hopefully, this will be over in about 3 hours.
You'd think so, wouldn't
Let's hope.
you say there's 7 matches?
Yeah.
We are in the era of joint pay-per-views. This may well be a Raw pay-per-view. There's one SmackDown match.
Is that the No Holds Barred?
No, that's the. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it is. Yeah, Corbin and Moss. Yeah.
Madcap Moss. What a representation of SmackDown that is.
Well, exactly.
Representatives. Really giving us their best. No Roman Reigns. This is the second pay-per-view that he has not defended his titles on. He's not even showing up on this one.
He's not defended it since WrestleMania.
Yeah, they give him both belts and he's not done anything. And Brock Lesnar hasn't been back.
Even Brock Lesnar waiting more than this.
Beans
That
shows
might be
up more
false,
than
I'm
this.
making that up. He does.
And he's he's not a double champion, is he? He's the WWE Production Game champion. He's not showing up. I'm still here.
Yeah.
You're still here.
Defending my AEW Prediction Championship. Alright, so we have 2 title matches on this show and a Hell in a Cell. The rest of it pretty much just filler. let's start with the filler. Ezekiel Samson, I guess.
Not
Ezekiel
Elias.
Samson. Not Elias. Totally not Elias. Versus Kevin Owens in a singles match. All of this storyline has been building for months. And
Put this on the pre-show.
payoff in a standard
Put
singles
this on a
match.
pre-show.
That's the other thing. They seem to have got rid of pre-show matches, don't they, as well?
Yeah.
Ever since the beginning of the year, really, since was it day one.
Yeah, day one
not really
of no
had any.
pre-show matches.
Day one.
That really sounds wrong. They've had no pre-show matches since day one. I'm pretty sure they used to do. I think Ezekiel has to win.
That's what I'm
I
picking.
think so.
You're going with Ezekiel Samson.
Ezekiel Samson, who was he?
He's the Drifter's brother, right? And Elias used to be called Elias Sampson. But before they took away 3 of the 4 of his names. He used to be the Drifter, Elias Sampson. And they cut it right down.
It was, yeah. I
Elias.
couldn't remember that. Every time I see Ezekiel and hear that name, I think Ezekiel Jackson.
Yeah,
same.
very much not.
Same.
No, it's definitely not the right person. But yeah, Ezekiel Jackson. What happened to him?
He was Big Rick in Lucha Underground for a while.
Was he?
Yeah, whatever
Did
happened?
he get released
Yeah.
or did he just
I think it's
yeah?
at some point got released, yeah. Or Ricklon Stevens, if I remember right.
I would love to know what he's doing now.
They call him the Guyanese Goliath. Is he doing anything now?
Oh,
Is he
he's retired.
Retired from professional wrestling on 2015 and is now working as a trainer as of 2016.
a trainer?
Good for him.
Still don't know, big in this match. Go on, we'll go Ezekiel. Ezekiel, not Elias.
You'll know
Totally
Elias,
not
okay.
Elias.
They've got to do some funky shit with Elias appearing on the Titantron or something, haven't they?
Yeah, probably. Just to fuck with Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think you said it last week, this would have been perfect for when they were in the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they could have done some proper funky shit with having them appear on camera or something. But yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the way. 6-man tag, we have The Judgment Day. That was mixed again, so they're totally ripping off the AEW one. Edge, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley taking on Finn Balor, AJ Styles, former Bullet Club, and Liv Morgan. Why is Liv Morgan there? The Judgment Day have to win, surely. Just keep beating AJ over and over and over.
I mean, Finn Balor's pretty much a permanent goof ever since, he became, I was gonna say the Fiend, but that's not right. The, what's his alter ego? What the fuck's it called?
The Demon.
The Demon, that's it, thank you. Ever since he became the Demon, and then he just like, oh, I fell off the top rope like a clown. Yeah, I'm gonna go with House of Edge here.
House of Edge.
House of Edge. Yeah, it's interesting enough. I'm looking at the odds actually on Skybet for the whole card. I'm cheating a little bit. Yeah. They've got this match listed as a mixed trios match.
I guess it kind of is.
I know, but it's
not what they would call it.
AW's word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Judgment Day for me.
Okay.
It's Judgment Day for me. All right.
Judgment Day for me.
Edgelords for me as well.
Edgelords.
AJ's team should think of a name for them, like another old WWE pay-per-view name, just for a laugh. Call themselves Fully Loaded or something.
Well, they used to be the Bullet Club. Fully Loaded would be perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be a little insensitive these days, but you know. We have a handicap match. 2-on-1. Bobby Lashley taking on both Omos and MVP. He beat Omos 1-on-1 when MVP was in his corner. He lost to Omos 1-on-1 when MVP was with Omos. Kind of makes sense that he would lose this one too. Or does he just pin MVP? Is MVP in there just to take the fall?
Yeah. I don't know, actually, I think you're right, please.
Lashley for you.
You're going for Lashley. 2-on-1, huh?
2-on-1. How can he overcome these odds?
Will's picking Lashley. Fuck. Does somebody come out and help Lashley, you think?
No, they wouldn't have Lashley needing help.
Because I would see this as just almost an MVP just beating him clean. Because it's 2-on-1 and almost is like 800 pounds. Something fucky is gonna happen in this match. I'm not sure what, because I don't watch the product that much for WWE anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And judging from this card, I'm just made not tune in. I might tune in for the Cell match, but that's about it.
Even the pay-per-views.
Fucking hell. Let's go.
Is that your prediction? Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. There you go. No, I'm gonna say, because almost won on Backlash, 50-50 booking would say Lashley somehow. And it's
Lashley won at WrestleMania, so we've already done the 50-50.
Oh,
this is
fucking
the rubber match.
God damn it. I'll say Lashley. Hey, Bobby.
Oh, they're gonna have Leo Rush help
No.
him out?
No.
Where did he get his first name back again, by the way? I was trying to think. When he was lost Lashley for a bit, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, then Almighty Lashley.
The Almighty.
Almighty Lashley, yeah. Can't think
Yeah,
of
I'll
when
go
we
with
started calling
Lashley.
him Bobby again.
If Lashley's got to be Almighty, he's got to take down the 2-on-1, I feel. But, I said, I think something fucky is going to happen in this match. Because I'm thinking, like, maybe no contest or a count-out or some bullshit like that.
Do you think MVP has the other Hurt Business guys, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, still under his employ?
That is still in WWE?
Yeah, maybe. Are the Hurt Business still in business?
Cedric Alexander did turn up again on Raw. Cedric did turn up on Raw, actually. He's still there somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. Lashley for me too, because MVP's in there for some reason, and I don't know why at this point you have him win. So, Robert Lashley, I think.
Lashley for #MeToo. Got it. All right. Next one.
Yeah, hashtag #MeToo. That's what that's for. No holds barred. Let's do the SmackDown match here. Madcap Moss is back, and he is. Happy Corbin is still Happy Corbin.
Yeah, he's happy breaking trophies, apparently.
They've, I won't say repackaged, but not really. They've given Madcap a slightly better look. He hasn't got that silly music anymore, which is good.
Oh,
You mean
Chuck,
no?
Chuck, it's gone already.
Yeah, they stopped wearing race.
Good.
That's
a help.
I think it'd be best if he lost the madcap and they just called him Moss.
Sounds like something they do, but it's really going to be called Moss? Just Moss?
Wouldn't he need like a Rolling Stone or something?
Yeah.
There are worse names in WWE, let's be honest.
Theory, yeah, there is the theory.
Yeah.
They were building this up quite a lot. Go on, we'll get to SmackDown in a minute, so we'll do this match first. Madcap's got to get his comeuppance, isn't he? Corbin's getting his comeuppance.
Madcap Corbin, alright.
Madcap Corbin. Do I get a point to both of them, wouldn't it?
Speaking of bad names, there's actually there's a really bad one we'll get into at some point.
Just not just what you put up.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
Who's Madcap Corbin? Which one are you going for here?
It's Madcap Moss.
It's Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going from okay.
I think you're right. He gets repackaged. He gets a win.
So you're also going for Madcap Moss.
Or maybe just Riddick Moss. I don't know. Whatever he's going to.
Ridiculous Moss.
Ridiculous Moss. That could be.
Let's go for. Wait, Corbin got screwed by Riddick Moss, right? At the previous pay-per-view at Backlash or whatever?
Yeah. I think.
What did I predict on the fucking Backlash shit? Yeah.
Backlash. You predicted Moss to win, and he did.
Okay, then I'm going for Corbin.
Oh, Corbin to get the 50-50. Alright. No holds barred.
I was gonna put horse shit Corbin, but Happy Corbin, who likes destroying trophies. There you go. All right.
Yep. Yes, he does. Never happier than when he's destroying a trophy.
Yeah.
No holds barred. Just saying. All of those barred holds, they're legal just for one night.
All those broken trophies, legal.
Yeah. Just imagine all of the things that they can do that they wouldn't usually be able to do. All of those moves that are banned. Ah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sure, we can all list off 5 or 10 banned moves just like that, right? But, I mean, there's the. Pile driver?
Yeah, they never do that.
Yeah, the vertebraker that was barred, and well, I'm sure they've got ideas. Anyway, pull out some moves that we've never seen before,
Like a kendo stick.
Like a kendo stick. Oh yeah, go imagine how long it's been since we've seen a kendo stick.
I'm kidding.
So 3 big matches now. I'm going to go to what will probably be the main event, but I'm going to do it here because I like to leave the title matches to the end. I feel like they are true main events. You know? So even though I'm pretty sure it's going to end the show, it doesn't end this show. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, maybe the main event. You're not our main event. Know your role.
Who also gives a flying fuck about this? Like what?
Hell in a Cell. Cody Rhodes, Seth Freakin'. Can Cody win 3 in a row? That seems
Yeah, I think you will. Because he's the American Nightmare.
Yeah. That is true. He is.
Thinking here. Sorry for the dead air.
This is why Cody came back for this.
Just to beat up on Seth Rollins.
To bury Seth Rollins.
I can't see them beating Rollins 3 in a row. If I'm being honest.
See, I can't either, but also Cody shouldn't be losing before he gets his title match.
Would he lose in Hell in a Cell though? That's the thing.
Why would he lose? I mean, we're thinking that he's going to lose just because that's the way they do things. No one ever wins 3 in a row.
The next time you lose a match, you go back to AEW. Oh.
Seth Rollins said you can't just go away, take a sledgehammer to the throne, and then come back and, reference the thing.
Going back to all his little friends.
All his little friends trying to put me out of business or whatever.
He said, wait, Rollins said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes for me.
He's shooting.
Yeah.
All
his little friends are trying to put him out of business, and then he said something about bashing up the throne.
Yeah.
What's the letter? What do we? Was it the American Night Fair? What was the Titantron goof?
American Night Make.
Night Make. Okay, yeah. American Night Make for me.
Me too. Hashtag me too. It's gonna be 3 in a row, Cody.
They've now started. I think I tweeted you last week, Smoocho, on Raw. They've at the beginning of Raw now, because Cody Rhodes is such a big draw these days. They have a little countdown at the beginning of Raw to how long he's going to be on until he's going to be on the show.
Highly unnecessary, I have to say.
Exactly, and it keeps coming up throughout the show as well. An hour and so long until Cody Rhodes.
Well, you all tuned in to see him. Here he is, the American Night Make.
That was another reason he come back, just so he could have a countdown on Raw.
Yeah.
Alright, so Hell in a Cell sorted. Let's go back to what I've got listed here as a more important match. The US title is up for grabs. It's for a title. Nothing is more important than the gold. Remember when TNA used to say whoever had the championship had the power? Like, they could make booking decisions and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, Theory is your US champion. He's defending against Mustafa Ali. I couldn't tell you when the last time the US title was defended on a pay-per-view. I'm guessing it's been a while.
I know people want Ali to probably win it and, just have WWE do something with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. I have a theory that Ali loses to Theory. To a Theory. A dot Theory.
Well, there is a theory.
There is in this match, yeah.
That did you know? Slightly off topic, but there is a reason why I'm saying this. Did you know it's John Cena month?
Pride month? What are you saying?
No, it's June. According to WWE, it's 20 years of Cena.
Well, that's true.
Lottie freaking got.
So Randy Orton got one segment of Raw, and John Cena gets a whole month. He's not even there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. Disgusting. But there is a theory.
Yeah.
The theory is being lined up for a main event with Cena at SummerSlam. Because Cena is apparently coming back at some point to the SummerSlam thing again, like he did last time.
But that's not in Cena month, though.
No. I just thought that was a segue, wasn't it? Apparently it debuted in June 27th. That was that's why it's Cena month. Hashtag Cena month. But yeah, he's coming back apparently to face someone on SummerSlam.
So who are you picking?
My theory is,
Okay.
I think Ali is gonna win this, and Theory loses the title, so we can have a
Oh.
Cena.
Theory is Ali wins, so that A Theory loses to Cena.
With Ali to win the title.
That's an interesting. That's a bold
Ali
choice.
can do his whole. Ali's doing this. He was wanting to do this whole anti-American thing, wasn't he? Before he disappeared, even. So he can do that with being the US champion. It does all kind of fit.
It'll fit.
Kinda.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. You're talking storylines. I'm trying to get it in the box there.
No,
That as well.
the theory fits. I'm also going for Theory.
Do you have a wacky theory you want to for this match? For this match that you can say on YouTube.
I don't have a theory of my own, but Ronda Rousey seems to. I was just looking at other potential months that they could dedicate to, because May. I think Randy Orton Day was in May, if I remember right. Possibly April, actually.
Randy
but
Orton
Batista debuted in May of 2002. It's been.
Yeah, they were all the same
year,
year, weren't they? Cena, Batista,
and Brock Lesnar too.
Lesnar as well, yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but July this year could well be when SummerSlam is.
Sorry, you went July what? Sorry, you went a bit quiet then.
July, SummerSlam is in July this year. The earliest SummerSlam there's ever been.
That's right, isn't it?
So that fits with Rey Mysterio month.
Oh my god.
He debuted on the 25th of July.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if they'll bring back Chavo Guerrero for that one. They could.
No, he's all elite.
Do you mind?
No, he's all elite.
Is he actually? He's not been
he's
around.
left, hasn't he?
Yeah, because he did a TV show or something like that. And then Tony Khan got upset over it.
Yeah, Tony Khan didn't like him after that.
No. Tony Khan doesn't get enough credit for disliking Chavo Guerrero.
He didn't give him any credit, that's why he didn't.
Oh. So what do you have?
Guerrero took time off to film Young Rock in Australia.
Yeah, that's
During
what it
this
was.
time, he was removed from the roster website.
Shit, that's all MJF has to do. There you go. Just get a TV gig, and there you go.
See? Maybe he'll bring back Kerwin White.
Please don't.
That's not right.
Who are you picking, Chuck? Sorry.
Theory.
Theory.
And Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam.
Theory and Rey Mysterio.
That's an early prediction.
We're gonna have to call it that one, whatever matches
in
Mysterio's
July with SummerSlam.
He'll win at SummerSlam, possibly beating Chavo Guerrero.
Whatever match Mysterio's in at SummerSlam, you've got to pick Mysterio now.
I will. I'm locking it in early. Like 3 pay-per-views in advance or something. And that leaves us with just the true main event, which is the Raw Women's title triple threat. Bianca Belair defending against both Asuka and Becky Lynch.
This is probably going to be the main event if it's not the cell itself.
It's got to be the Cell.
Really? With no title and the American Nightmare?
It's the Cell.
I know it's the Cell, and what the...
It's the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, not the Women's Championship pay-per-view.
Well, no, but even WWE would have a show.
Well, if you put the women in the Cell...
That's true.
The fact
women
that
aren't in the Cell. The women should be in the Cell.
Yes. The fact that it's not a Cell match is horse shit.
To be fair, there's no reason why all of these matches aren't in the Cell.
Yes.
The whole show in a Cell, like.
Or why it's even painted red.
It's called Hell in a Cell, and we've got one match inside the Cell.
Yeah, because it's crap in a box.
Yeah. There's nothing stopping all of these matches. I mean, the no holds barred match, might as well be in the Cell.
Oh, goddamn, pal. Sorry.
Then all of their holds would be barred, right? Because they were in the bars.
I didn't think Vince would stop the show like that. Okay.
I'm thinking Bianca's going to retain.
Well, if you think back, actually, this match was never really supposed to happen, was it? Because of the whole
no, it's supposed to be Sasha.
Naomi and Sasha malarkey. So yeah, Bianca's winning because this match is null and void as far as I'm concerned.
They've changed titles on Plan B kind of matches before. Brock Lesnar wasn't supposed to win that,
You're right, actually, yeah.
You never know. Plans do change.
Bianca retains null and void.
Cards subject to change.
That'd be a good name for all these podcasts these days. Should be one called Card Subject to Change.
It really should be,
I bet there is. There has to be.
Let's see.
Subject to Change podcast. Game Changer Sports Network.
We have to.
Podcast
Can we grab that? Do you think we could do a brand switch? So
Can we rebrand?
Card Subject to Change, yeah. And somebody's like, why aren't you talking about the show? It's like, sorry, Card Subject to Change.
That one hasn't done an episode since April of 2019, though. That was in the before times.
Oh, yeah, there's already... Damn it.
Maybe they didn't make it.
Yeah. God, that would be a great way just to steal the show, right?
Yeah.
I know you were expecting whoever.
Your original hosts, but now you got knobheads.
Plans change. Go on then, Smoot. What's your
God, I just realized, how the hell am I leading? What the hell? This is too much pressure.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh.
You had a perfect game last time, too. Just throwing that out there.
By not watching the show.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair's the champ right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Becky, because I think she's a breadwinner, and she's got somebody in that household's got to be bringing home some paychecks by winning matches.
Becky breadwinner.
Because I don't think, Becky breadwinner. Thank you. Somebody's got to win some matches there in that household, and if Seth is losing 3 in a row to Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry, somebody's got to get some gold. And yeah, I don't know. They could probably set something up with Bianca and Becky. Again, reignite that rivalry. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Asuka, to be perfectly honest. She seems like a third wheel and doesn't seem that serious of a contender, which is unfortunate to say because, she was a force to be reckoned with in NXT back in the day. And now she's just a body on the show.
Yeah.
So I think you gotta have some sort of buzz coming out of this, and I think why not Becky breadwinner? And if that doesn't work, I still think Happy Corbin's going to probably win. And if not, then it was fun leading for a month. Or whenever the last pay-per-view was for WWE. And by the way, I don't mean that in a chauvinistic stance or anything like that. I just think it's that's a great name. Becky Breadwinner. That's an NXT name.
Oh, no. NXT wishes they came up with names like that. Tatum Paxley. That's no, not good at all.
Instead, they would probably have like Danny Doughmaker or something like that.
Let's see. Let's read some actual NXT names here.
Oh God, no!
I wish I could think of some fake ones off the top of my head just to see if you could tell which ones are legit. This is not the roster page. This website sucks.
You on WWE.com by any chance?
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, Vince.
I'll just...
Okay. Alba Fire.
That's got to be a reference to John Alba.
No, it's because she's Scottish. Alba is Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, John Alba. It's a John Alba reference.
Alicia Taylor, Amari Miller, Andre Chase, Boa, just Boa.
What?
Bodie Hayward, Braun Breaker, of course, with 2 Ks.
That's
Brooks
1 K
Jensen.
too many.
It is 1 K too many. Brooks Jensen, Brutus Creed, and his brother Julius Creed. Brutus and Julius. How long until that one turns on? Yeah. Cameron Grimes, Carmelo Hayes, Cora Jade, Cruz del Toro.
Oh my God.
That's the Bull. Dante Chen, Duke Hudson, Idris Enofe, Electra Lopez, Elton Prince, Grayson Waller.
Okay, Elton Prince is a reference to Elton John and Prince. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess so. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Maybe not. JC James Drake, Joaquin Wild, Josh Briggs, and that's Julius Creed. Katana Chance.
I could come up with better names, I feel.
Go for it.
Katana Chance.
Katana Chance. A better name than Katana Chance. How about Casey Catanzaro?
Yeah,
Her actual name, which was fine.
Yes. I was going to actually say Katie something or other. Not something or other, but like... Katie Kilpatrick. Or something like that.
There you go, that's a name.
Yeah.
And then Elton Prince's tag partner is Kit Wilson.
Flip Johnson.
Flip Johnson. There was a Flip. Who was it? Flip. That was the Flip guy. Flip Gordon.
Yeah.
Flip Gordon. He did some flips. Malik Blade, Mackenzie Mitchell, Mr. Stone. Rob Stone is now just Mr. Stone because his actual name is Robert. I guess. Nikita Lyons, Rufang.
Send the tweet out to Beans.
Solo Sokoa, Tiffany Stratton, Tony D'Angelo. They suck. They all suck.
Is Tony D'Angelo just like really super Italian?
Yeah, he's a Mafia guy.
Oh my God.
Oh, she is.
Von Wagner, which is Wagner, not even Wagner.
Von Wagner.
Yeah, Von Wagner. Zion Quinn. Yeah, it's there are some names down there. That's just the ones on the thing. There's no Tatum Paxley. Where's Tatum Paxley?
One of these days, well, I think Beans is probably sleeping at this point because I don't think he would chime in. Because it would be kind of funny if he just like randomly came up and he was like, "Huh, what? Oh, I'll pick so and so here, and there you go." And then we're able to fill out the card. But I think he's sleeping at the moment. Which, by the way, yeah, there's the predictions for you. Ta-da.
Fallon Henley.
That's
Who
awful.
came up with Fallon Henley?
That is awful. Somebody's like, "Hey, I'm going to watch Jimmy Fallon and think that that's a good first name." Fallon.
Good first name.
Unbelievable.
Anyway.
Should we get out of here? Or is there anything you want to talk? Oh, right.
Oh, speaking of bad names, I do have to get this one out. You know LA Knight, the former Eli Drake,
yes.
has got called up. He's now Max Dupree.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Max Dupree or whatever.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say that.
Gotta say
male modeling or whatever.
Yeah, so he does male modeling now. He has his first client. I don't know if you've heard this one. It's a couple of weeks ago now, I think. His first client is Mace. And he did a dark match before SmackDown a while back, a couple of weeks ago, where Max Dupree introduced him not as Mace, but as Face.
What?
Oh, like the 18?
Dio Madden is now just called Face, apparently. Unless that was a mistake, I don't know. But there is a clip out there where he's...
Face, like at the 18?
Face. Well, yeah, kind of. Only Face was a nickname. He had a real name.
It did actually, didn't he?
But yeah, exactly. So that's a name.
I'm feeling, and now I'm looking at the Raw results, and I'm like, I don't feel confident in my picks at all. Sorry. What the hell? The Theory defeated Mustafa Ali in the United States Championship match on Raw. What? Why are they having it on the pay-per-view then? What the fuck?
Because it didn't the
What is this shit?
They said it was something to do with Vince. Pierce come out and said something.
Well, goddamn, pal.
Yeah.
I hate this company.
So there wasn't much happening on Raw that I can remember. There wasn't much going on.
Bobby Lashley speared Omos through a table on the contract signing, which probably means he's going to lose. Dude, why did I pull this up? I'm like second guessing everything now. Anyway, apparently Lacey Evans was originally going to return to Raw, right? They speaking of subject to change, decided to not do it. They didn't have a match or anything. Now they booked her on SmackDown.
Yeah.
This past
She's
week.
actually moved 3 times now. When did she first come back? She was going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Then she moved to Raw.
Right.
And then she's moved back to SmackDown. This is all without having a single match. She moved brands 3 times.
Right.
But I think more of a wider thing. I think the whole roster split, brand split, whatever you want to call it. I think
it has to be.
I did see. I think it's is it WrestleVotes, the guy who's
that's a credible source.
In the know.
That's a credible source. Yeah.
He said it's pretty much all but done as far as the internal view is. And they've got no real plans on reinforcing it. Don't know when that was. I can't seem to find that tweet myself, but it was fairly recently.
Yeah, let me see.
Unless he's removed it.
Oh, there we are. Lack of SmackDown matches currently advertised for this weekend's Hell in a Cell event speaks volumes. Here, let me throw this up on the stream here for you. Lack of SmackDown matches currently advertised for this weekend's Hell in a Cell event speaks volumes. It's an indictment on the roster, a source says. While the brand split isn't ending, for all intents and purposes, it's shot. As of last check around 4 p.m. today, which is as of yesterday, on this broadcast.
This is weird. Go on. I'll let you read this out and then I'll say something.
No Usos tag title or Ricochet Intercontinental title match will be added to the Hell in a Cell card. Good news, however, yet another Riddick Moss versus Happy Corbin match is scheduled to make the show. Wow. How's another rematch good news? It's in jest, yeah. Oh.
So So he said there about the match not being added to the card. On SmackDown last night, they've actually advertising it for next week on SmackDown.
What?
Exactly. So they've announced the match for next week on SmackDown, not the pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't understand that.
What the fuck are these people doing? Like, I don't get it. It's not hard to book matches that make sense. I literally just gave decent names for NXT talent.
It was right at the end of SmackDown when they were actually. That's weird thinking about it. It was even more funnier because they were actually done a bit where they go through the card of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They were doing that, and just before that, they went. We've got some breaking news or something next week on SmackDown. It's going to be Ricochet against I forgot who was it? Ricochet and
Riddle.
Riddle. My mind's gone blank.
Sorry.
No, it's not Riddle, is it? It's
Ricochet and somebody.
Yeah. And then they went on to do the whole card for Hell in a Cell. It was like, why? Could that not match be put on the pay-per-view? It's a title match. Pay-per-view. No.
Dude, I'm sorry, but since Nick Khan took over Stephanie's job here, it's been a dumpster fire.
I don't think it was then. I think it's been a long time before
that. Yeah, it's been
true.
On the way down.
This is ridiculous. Between the kerfuffle with the Money in the Bank arena booking, not knowing where to put Lacey Evans, and then just releasing talent for no fucking reason other than budget cuts, which is absolute horseshit. I don't know what the fuck WWE's doing these days.
Like this one, advertising the thing for SmackDown instead of the pay-per-view is very close to when TNA used to use their pay-per-views to promote the TV.
Yeah.
They used to have like DQ finishes and stuff and say, well, we'll do this on
Impact this Thursday. Yeah.
The build up like one every, like the one between the pay-per-views was like a big TV special.
It's
because the ratings were more important than the buys.
Gunther is the match, sorry. Ricochet v Gunther.
Ugh.
That'll be a good match too.
IC title match. Which you'd assume Gunther's probably winning because Gunther hasn't been beaten yet. So that title reign lasted long for Ricochet. He did really well with that.
Yeah, there you go. They also back in April said what you said about the theory about give this kid everything he needs to be successful. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's a name change for a debuting superstar tonight on SmackDown. That's probably the worst one yet. Like picked from a hat and blindfolded. That's how they got here type stuff. Jesus Christ.
Who was it?
Although that was after WrestleMania. So whoever it was after WrestleMania, I mean, take your pick. Whatever.
I'm trying to think. Oh, was it Pete Dunne?
Probably.
No, he was on Mania, wasn't he?
Could be Butch.
No, he was on Mania, wasn't he? So, I don't know. They kind of explained Butch a bit on SmackDown. It wasn't this week; it was last week. McAfee said, because he mentioned something. What did he say? He was mentioning something going back to like is Pete Dunne days or something. And he said, "Oh, Butch is his nickname. That's what he was known as back in the UK or something." And that's how he's now chose to be known as Butch.
I don't believe you.
No, it made about 1% of sense.
Yeah. Alrighty, is that it? Can we get out of here? I don't know if there's anything else. All right.
There was something else. Sorry, just very quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we mentioned Madcap Moss before. There was this big return after being taken out by Corbin a couple of weeks ago. For some reason, they went backstage and you saw an ambulance pull into the arena, and it had all its lights going off and its sirens going off.
Scott Steiner.
And well, that's what it was exactly like Scott Steiner, and the doors burst out, and it was Moss stood there.
Was there loads of smoke in there? Because usually when they do that, it's full of smoke.
I was like, why has he arrived in an ambulance? He's arrived to the arena in an ambulance.
I love that.
Didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to get out of here. Enjoy Hell in the Cell. Hopefully we'll have Beans back next week without mobility issues. Yeah. We'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Good night.